Fed Chair Jay Powell, but they're kind of, I don't know, they're getting tired. My take on this is going to be boring for people. But, warning of fallout from President Trump's imposition of tariffs on countries across the globe. Powell made those remarks at the Economic Club of Chicago.
The level of tariff increases announced so far is significantly larger than anticipated, and the same is likely to be true of the economic effects, which will include higher inflation and slower growth. Both survey and market-based measures of near-term inflation expectations have moved up significantly, with survey participants pointing to tariffs.
So the inflation numbers we've seen have been cool, and this may be coming, so thank you, Chair Powell, for warning us that could be coming. But as you were taking the coal back right after the pandemic, and we were shoveling the coal onto an already hot economy, not crickets from Powell. And then we get 40-year highs in inflation, which really were the second derivative, not just temporary pricing. Not a word from him back then. So now he's warning.
I thought it was Biden's fault.
It is Biden. It was both of them. They enabled.
But that's why now, because of...
But not a word from him back then?
But now, because that happened, they're going to be so trigger happy. This is the whole
I think it's more that than a Republican Democrat.
Don't you think? It's a, we're not going to let this happen again.
I told you you wouldn't like it. I told you you wouldn't like it.
But by the way, Waller is saying they shouldn't repeat that mistake. He's come out and maybe again, we all know there's a race for the next
Now
chair.
we're for free speech. We shouldn't repeat those mistakes. Now we're for this. We shouldn't repeat those mistakes. Everything went for 4 years. Nothing happened. We didn't do anything.
Yeah,
we didn't say anything. The media didn't say anything.
There's all these mistakes, and you think that they shouldn't be repeated. Why are you saying go repeat them now?
Neither side is consistent on what they push. That's the problem. And the hypocrisy.
I don't know if it's this deep, my friend. But maybe.
I think if there was more accountability.
Just never
about
say
the
that
last
their
time.
hypocrisy applies to my family. That's all I'm going to tell you. It's from Godfather 2. Godfather 1, actually.
That's right.
Yeah.
No.
Senator. The Senator Pat Geary. There's one in the Senate right now who I think is Pat Geary. I'm not going to say who it is, but you can figure it out.
Okay, let's talk about this other story.